versus
Yeah, Greg, this
Saito.
is this is a deck we put a lot of playtesting in as D3. How do you think Milwoo's is into Saito, which is like rarely prevalent at this tournament because a lot of people thought people were gonna be on Red Kenshin.
Versus Saito, honestly, I think Wu can do decent into Saito. I think it depends if the Saito has that crazy turn 3 they can do, where they push something up, and they play 2 cards, and they do like that push up Saito that pushes something up as well, and then they can raid a like Searcher Saito on their turn, have 3 bodies. If they can do that, it might be a little hard for Wu, but outside of that, Wu might, I think, have the advantage.
100%. It looks like we have a standard like setup from both players. We had the Kenshin looking at the top two, and then we had the 2-drop Sung Jinwoo get rid of a 0-drop, the sunglasses as we like to call them, the Wu Jin Churl, and then we saw he had a 1-drop Essel, but instead of playing it, he played the 0-drop Sung Jinwoo, which I like this play because it lets us hopefully discard the Essel to really get the engine going.
Yeah, I'm curious what the rest of his hand is, because if he doesn't find another draw trash, he discarded the one way to discard Essel out of his hand. So maybe he doesn't have the curve to
Yeah,
keep it.
he could definitely be like looking for something. And like a thing we've learned in this matchup is like you don't want to play Essel unless you have another Essel or you really need to find
Yeah.
a Jinwoo.
Swing 2. Oh,
Oh,
okay. Well,
well, we
now
have the bridge there regardless now.
yeah, now it feels bad. Maybe. Well, we'll see. He might have another draw pitch in his hand.
Oh, final. Looks like
Doesn't
we have
look
a
like it.
Demon Castle.
Oh no, he's
Yeah,
got
we
another
do, we
one.
do.
Yeah, he's got another one.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's another Wu Jintro. We got another sunglasses, so we're fine. We're fine. We can. We had the 5-drop here. We really could because we can do one of these famous 2 AP turns that
Yeah,
I
turn
also love.
extender. Yeah.
Yeah, we can go play the Sungjin Woo, turn extend, play Demon Castle. No, not play Demon Castle.
No.
Yeah. Oh no, we need
Oh
two
yeah,
turn extend
you
for
need
that.
5. Yeah, which he does, but I
Yeah,
think that's too
because
much here.
we don't have a 2-drop to discard it unless. Yeah.
For that play to work, you would already need Essel on your sideline, which he does not.
Yeah, we need Essel. Yep.
Oh, what is he gonna do
Oh,
it?
final. So I think he's gonna go for it anyways, and just remove the body because like this is a thing that Milwoo can do very well is like just fight the tempo battle and
He's gonna
just take
play
bodies
Essel?
off board.
Okay, no, yeah. So
No,
draw a card,
no,
and he's gonna pitch that Essel now. Yep.
yeah, definitely what we should be doing because we can just set up castle if anything.
Yep.
We drew the 3-drop Sung Jinwoo, the one that mills 2.
Yep.
Yep, there's goodbye to Essel. She's gonna stay in the trash for her foreseeable future. And then yeah, just looks like we're setting up for the next turn. Play castle, activate castle, mill a card. We're at 4. I think both the players here at this point were just like, hey, I know what your cards do. You know what my cards do. You don't have to explain every card you play.
Tap Drew.
Yeah, maybe the push-up was not the play. Yep, and it looks like it's a pass.
He passed.
So,
Oh.
getting punished for the early push-up here.
What? Okay, that's interesting. Did he do searches
Oh,
too? Did he not know it was on the top of?
yeah, he did. He did one search. Yeah, he looked at the top 2 at the kitchen, and then he did. So honestly, I can see this line here, but I think what I'm doing is like setting up a 5. Oh, well, you can still set it up here. So now we can like, oh well, no, we can't do both because he AP drew.
We kill this card
Oh,
up front,
we
right?
have to find them. Yeah. We go 5-drop on the one in the back and 4-drop on the one in the front.
Oh,
I
we're
don't
just
think
gonna
we special there. Uh-oh.
Okay.
Yeah,
Draw.
I definitely think it was. Play the force blocker, grab Essel, draw, discard the Essel, play the 4-drop,
Yeah.
draw, discard, grab it. Like you would have drawn so many cards this turn. We're now special. We're denying ourselves. Like sure, we're still hitting for 4 damage instead of 3, but we're denying ourselves extra card draw.
Oh man. Did the
Yep.
Saito player discard that 0 cost that's under that Kenshin, right? Off the search? And then he bricked?
I believe so. Yes, he just was like, I don't need another one of these. But then because he probably was banking on this Saito searcher to be like, hey, this is gonna find me my bridge.
But he discarded his bridge. And he bricked.
Was it? Yeah.
Yeah, because I think what's underneath that Kenshin that just died, I think it was like a zero-cost Saito.
Looks like a final. The swing is like the little guys, because like
Active.
if you hit a color trigger, you're not going to be able to get those ones through. He's explaining that when this attacks, it is a draw, then discard, and then he gets 500 for every card in trash.
You
So he
drew a
will be a
special.
5K here. And then Wu Jintro, because we placed a card from our hand in a sideline or added a card back, which we've done both, he is a 4K. Here's a color trigger, so we do get back a body here. So we're going to get the Kenshin and hopefully fix our top deck. Try to get Saito back into this game. It looks like we're getting rid of a 1-drop off the top. So hopefully
Well,
the
better be
card we
another
get
one drop.
Yeah, hopefully. Yep,
Okay, he
it
did.
is.
Yeah,
All
it
right.
is. Okay.
Yep, 2-drop Saito. Thank God. And then final. Oh, not final.
This looks pretty doomed. He has 3 life.
Yeah, and definitely like against Milwoo, like a thing that we've learned is playing the deck like 3 to 2 life is not a safe area to be in.
No, it's
that
not.
is like once Milwoo's close to 20 cards in fresh, that is lethal. Like
Yeah.
you need 4 or more life to like have a good buffer into Milwoo.
Well, I guess since he bricked, I mean, the Milwoo deck, it looks like he's only at 10 in trash, but it doesn't really matter because he's so far behind.
Yeah, it's turn 4, and that was his turn 3, right? Because he finaled. Yeah, that was his turn 3, and he's at 10. So literally 3 turns in, you're already halfway.
Yeah. Okay, there's that card that I was talking about earlier that he needed to do on his curve, but he bricked.
Yeah, where like if he didn't do the push up, he would have just played it turn 2 and pushed that guy up anyways and hit.
Yeah.
Like all he just needed to not do is push up. He took his own turn away from himself.
Tap 2 for the 4-2 Kenshin. Spit something out.
Yep, 4-2, spit out the Saito.
What does it spit out?
Oh,
Wait,
it
how
spit.
low?
I'm pretty sure it spits out of sight. I think it's a 2-drop or less, if I remember right.
Right, 2 costs or less, which we know we don't have because we were bricked.
Yeah, we were bricked, and he just goes to swing. If it hits a Chaw, which we're getting rid of our own Sung Jin Woo bodies, which I'm like, sure. And then we just put another Essel there.
Is this hand like all like snipes?
It's either like all big bodies or stuff like that. But now we're in a spot where like if we would have played that force blocker that one turn, and just had this guy he'd be at 4 life instead of 3 here. We would have had some more draws here, so we wouldn't AP draw again.
Well, he's probably AP drawing, honestly, because he's so far ahead.
Yeah, I can see that too.
I know he has a special in his hand. He's about to. Yep, there it is.
Yeah,
And he
definitely
says the
just taking
force
that off the
blocker?
board.
Oh, double
And
special.
then we're
Oh,
okay. I don't know about the second special. I think I'm just gonna force my opponent to block.
Well, I guess he's only at 4 energy, so he couldn't play the force blocker.
Yeah, so then it's just.
Oh, we
And I'm definitely not swinging the little guy first. I'm definitely because after triggers, like it's gonna save him so much life if he hits one. And I'm definitely not swinging this one first. That's our. If you do play active, you don't get over this.
He just drew another special.
Another special. It is a special. All right. Well, it looks like it paid off his swing order. But in my opinion, I would have swung the Woojin Churl first, because if he does hit an active, then he won't be able to block the Sungjin Woo.
Yeah.
So. Because the
1, 2,
2K would
3
have went to
special.
5K, and we would have been 50. We would have been 55.
Well, he's at 5, 10, 15, 16 cards in sideline. 1 life. Yeah, this game is pretty over. There's a snipe. Yep. So his hand was all. I think his hand was just all snipes.
100%. Yeah, just take bodies off board. But the crazy thing is, hitting raids in this deck,
Nah, good idea. Because he's gonna be
I think I would have just hit both the baby Sungjin Woos, so he doesn't have raid targets on the front line, and he would have had 1 less card in trash here, because now he's live. Because like the 4-drop Wu, you could just block with the 0-drop Kenshin. You just need to buy yourself time now because you put yourself in a situation where like you just die to the force blocker. And the craziest thing is, this guy, I think he's only seen one force blocker because we haven't even played one yet. But we have
Yeah.
Elixir and Trash, and we have the Castle. That's why I think we could have like played a force blocker early on, because we had Castle and we milled an Elixir.
Yeah, it's actually crazy because I know you would have played that force blocker on site. He's been holding on to it since turn 2.
100%. Like I think like because people, it's just a lightning rod. People are gonna waste removal early, and if they're wasting removal early, that means they're not saving it. They're not building their board as much unless they have finals.
He's gonna play the force special.
He's probably thinking about it. He's like, I think like honestly, if I'm him, I would special the little guy so that way he doesn't have a child blocker here, just in case he hits final.
And then you raid the one force blocker that you had.
Yep, I raid the force blocker on the guy in the back, the 2-drop Wu that we just played. That way we still have like another body just in case we need it. And then we are 6k force block impact. We are going to add back a child then, and then she'll be played active because she was added back by Sungjin Woo.
Yeah, this is a rough game. You bricked yourself though, to be fair, and then your opponent had 4 specials. So
100%, yeah.
Really no way to come.
Bricked yourself. Opponent had 4 specials. Also, like I think the Millwoo could have had like a cleaner line, and we like saw that. Like we didn't need to waste that special early because like imagine he held that special. His opponent didn't have any answer. The next turn when the opponent went, here's 3 bodies, he could have just went triple special and then just he already hit 3 damage last turn. He swings 4 that turn, and his opponent will live because he did have that 1 special in life, but he'd still be at 1 life, and then he's just dead if he doesn't put 4 bodies on board.